Well, good morning. Welcome to At the Car Wash. We're at Coburg Car Wash, and where it is always
a good day for a car wash. Always.
And this is Renee, the face of the Coburg Car Wash, because she's the prettiest one here, and she's the manager. Yeah. Well, we've seen the rest of the crowd. They're good-looking dudes, but you're way prettier. So we had a really bad Tuesday.
We had a bad Tuesday. It was pouring
wet.
down rain, but today's not.
No, and a lot of your cars got dirty.
Really dirty. You can't have that.
So what we understand is guilt works.
Yeah.
And shame. And if you're driving around with a dirty car, oh, that's really bad. People look over at your car and go, ew.
So you better come see me today. We are open till 6. Come get a car wash.
So you can get a multi-pass.
You can.
A multi-pass.
Great stocking stuffers as well.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
For Christmas. You can get somebody, because nobody wants to just have to go do that. You go, oh, these are free car washes.
Right. People love them. Great stocking stuffer idea.
So you guys, we have a great car wash for you today. In fact, let's go inside. I want you to meet this guy.
Oh, okay.
So you guys, we're going to do a little update for you here. And
hello.
Come here, Brandon. So, Renee, this is Brandon Donovan.
Hi.
He's kind of a big deal now.
I'm trying.
So Brandon is a veteran from the Iraq War, right?
Yep.
And during that time, you got a disease. Tell people what this is.
It's MALS, median arcuate ligament syndrome, a compression syndrome in my celiac artery. It makes it impossible and very painful to eat.
So it's right in here is what we're talking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's not a simple surgery. It's a very rare condition, but
Yep.
it is a difficult surgery. But you
It's-
figured out after 9 years
Yeah.
of not eating much.
Yeah.
He weighs, how much do you weigh?
109,
You're how tall?
5'10".
He's 5'10", weighs 109 pounds, because if he eats, he gets deathly ill. So after a while, your body kind of goes, I really don't want to eat.
Yeah, negative reinforcement right there.
Right. Anybody who's had IBS or, just the flu, anything like that, when you don't feel good, you don't want to eat. So Brandon needs to raise $80,000 because the VA wants one of their doctors to do the surgery. Is this correct?
Yeah, they think that because they have surgeons that they can do it themselves, even though those surgeons want me to go see Dr. Shu.
So there's a doctor at OHSU that can do this surgery.
No, in Connecticut.
In Connecticut, excuse
Yeah.
me. It's very rare, and so he needs to go to them, but the VA wants one of their people to do it, and even the surgeons at the VA want.
It's a delicate surgery. It's open chest right next to your heart.
So it's not something you just have Dr. Wangy or whoever do a surgery on. And so in order to get this done and take care of himself, he's going to do it himself, and he needs to raise that money to make it happen. So we want to thank the Coburg Car Wash for allowing us to do. We broke this story a couple weeks ago with Brandon. Now everybody's covering it, which is good, but we want to do an update with him. And we have a little surprise for him. Because how much have you raised so far?
Last I checked was 17 or 18,000.
What?
PenFed came through yesterday.
Who?
PenFed, Pentagon Federal Credit Union, a bank my wife used to work for. CEO found out and sent out a thing to the rest of the company, and they just came in droves.
So he wasn't even sure when we did this story. Nobody would talk about it. And then we did the story, and on the show, we decided we were going to do a GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
And put that out there. Within 2 days, he had like $8,000. And now you're up to 17.
Yeah, last time I checked, I haven't checked it today.
So there's up at the top, there's a page, a website address, and I'll fix it. You can't, it's a long story, but you can go to that website, and that's where you can donate money. But I got a surprise for you. Renee, again, thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
And we're going to take him through the car wash.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so you guys, here we go. But first, you gotta introduce him to somebody. So come here, Brandon. So we had a phone call from some folks who are like big-time veteran supporters because they are big-time veterans. And
Hey, Zach. How you doing? How you doing, man?
yeah. So you guys deployed together.
Yes.
Yep.
Tell me about that.
So we deployed Iraq in 2009. Spent 9 months there together. Came back and we kind of lost touch for a few years.
Yeah, whole
Seeing
company
each other.
kind of just went.
Yeah.
So when you heard about this, what were you thinking?
Oh, my first thought was we have to help him. I'm part of 2 different organizations that help vets, the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. We are made up of combat veterans that our whole mission is to help other vets. So as soon as I heard I knew a little bit about his issues from back in the day, but not anything to the degree that I know now. And as soon as I found out, me and many other people were dedicated to helping him.
All right, so Brandon, come here. Meet these other guys. Tell them who you are, guys.
Hey,
I'm Doc.
Doc?
Yep.
All right.
I'm Viking. Nice to meet
Viking.
you.
All right.
So you guys you guys got something you want to do.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah. So we've all got together and decided that we're going to give you some money to help you with your surgery.
Thank you.
It's $1,000 from the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association in order to help towards
Thank
your
you.
surgery.
This is awesome. I can't tame words to put them into thoughts. I don't really know what to say. So thank you for this.
So they gave the Combat Veterans
Motorcycle Association.
Motorcycle Association is giving him $1,000. So Brandon just told me, I didn't know. He started this GoFundMe just a couple weeks ago. That puts the total now like at $18,000.
That's awesome.
You guys, that is so freaking amazing. Because you never thought you'd
No.
get it, did you?
No, we're almost there. I mean, we're over a quarter. So
Yeah, they need $80,000. So up at the top, we're going to show you what you can do to get this. Because this guy's a veteran. And you don't treat veterans like this, especially when it's a government agency that's supposed to be doing stuff for veterans, not this, you know? So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for doing this. And I want to get a picture of these guys. All right. So here we are. Get in there. Get in there. All right, this is the guys. And we're right here at the Coburg Car Wash, guys. That's awesome. All right, Brandon, let's get in the car. We're going to go for a car wash. Hey, you guys, thank you.
Thank you.
It's good seeing you, man.
thanks, guys.
Okay, hold on, buddy. So you guys, so Brandon, when those guys rolled up, the car wash people were, Renee and all them were going, oh my God, okay, what's Rick doing today? Because I never
You
tell
didn't
them ahead of
tell
time. So they see all these motorcycles coming in and they're going, oh, what's Dancer doing now? Put him on a motorcycle. He'd love to join the group.
Yeah, I used to have one. That's my grandma. Right
Is that your
there.
grandma? Hi,
Yeah.
Grandma. So, okay, well, that's probably in his future when he gets better, but we
Yeah.
probably better get a little meat on these bones before we get him on a motorcycle.
I'd fly off.
All right, let's get in the car. We're going to get him a car wash because we're at the car wash, and that's what we do. All right, stud. So, are you kind of overwhelmed by all this attention?
I am very overwhelmed. I was not yet. I've been on my heels since we did the first one. It's been very overwhelming.
What have you figured out about people?
There's many. I mean, I can't come up with a better word. The amount of good that's out there is. They're quiet people, but when there's a call for help, that they come out.
Have you noticed how much people love veterans?
Yeah, I think they also, there's a lot of people that can't stand idly with injustice.
Right. I think when you get somebody like, what I find refreshing in this country is, there's a lot of negative talk about war and things like that, and none of us likes war. But I think sometimes it puts out a bad image to veterans that people aren't tolerant and they don't respect what you do. And every time I do something on a veteran, it's overwhelming response. Net positive.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel like people really do understand the value of what you did. And those guys back there, look how much, I mean, they raise $1,000 because they're part of your brother. It's like a brotherhood that you have there. You guys share this on your page right now so other people can see this story if you would. You just hit share and it'll share it directly on your page. What we need to do is we need to raise $80,000 and now we're almost at 20. He's already in 2 weeks. Was that 2 weeks ago that you were on the show?
Yeah, it's pretty close to 2 weeks.
So about 2 weeks he's raised $20,000. And we need to raise $60,000 more, and it's not impossible, especially if people come out and do stuff like this. So tell your bank, tell your employer, if you know somebody who's super supportive of veterans. There's a website that'll take you to all of it. So you just have to go. It's
firedandforgotten.com.
firedandforgotten.com, and I'll put it up later on the top. I have it written up there, but I'll give you a link later. I can't do that on here. So there goes our motorcycle, guys. So take that on. Let's go through the car wash. We're gonna get you a free car wash, man. I mean,
Be excited.
So anyway, so how's your health? How's that been going?
With the increased attention, I've had a lot less energy because
Working harder.
Yeah, I'm working harder. I want to make sure that everybody's effort isn't going to waste. And all right,
they'll get you in here. So, and I heard you on Bill London the other day on KPNW. Bill London had you on. He's a good guy. And other TV stations have had little blurbs with you on there and doing stuff, so that's good. We need to get the word out, get the Registered Guard on this and other newspapers in the area.
KVAL I'm still waiting to hear from them. KZI is following it. And
is KMTR yet?
KMTR, no.
Okay, we need to put a little guilt on the KMTR guys. Obviously, people are watching this stuff, but it's just great to have anybody involved that would see that. Oh, are you in neutral?
Neutral.
I do it all the time. So.
Yeah.
Now, you are going to turn red. I just want you to... And then you turn blue, so you get really, really devilish.
Oh, yeah, that makes
look at that.
my face look awful.
No, now it gets worse. Look.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that awesome? Jennifer, your wife's on here. She's going, oh, my God, look.
Yeah.
But see, we're kind of cool, don't you think?
Yeah. Retro.
Oh, yeah. Colleen says, talk about the Papa's Pizza fundraiser. Okay, December 6th.
There's a couple of them. There's the December 6th Papa's Pizza. 50% of the purchases go to or will be donated. And then Saturday, December 8th, Max Porter's Coffee House. 25% of all purchases will be donated.
And that's in Junction City, right?
Yeah, that's in Junction City. And then January 27th, after the new year, there'll be a VFW fundraiser in Springfield. And there's going to be more information to follow that.
So you guys, if you have a group, now look at us, dude. Look at that.
Yeah.
We are. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
If you have a group and you want to do something, go to the website and talk to Jennifer or some of the other folks involved. That's his wife, and they can help you set something up. But that's the way it's going to happen. Is if we're all involved as a community to make this wrong into a right. And then Brandon and his family, they will fight the VA later. But we just want to get the situation taken care of so you can be eating and feeling like a normal person again.
Yeah, and we last night we put up a website. A guy's doing it all out of his the goodwill, and it's going to be a catch-all. It'll have information on future fundraisers, contact information. I'll do a blog to kind of give you the day-to-day, and there will be updates and stuff with the VA and different things like that.
So is it feel like it's getting better?
I feel like we're in the middle of the battle, to be honest. It's going to be, I mean, this is just the beginning.
But after 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years. All right, where are we going now?
Just pull back to where you were.
All right.
Shared several Douglas County, Oregon Facebook groups. Ashley, perfect. Douglas County is huge on veterans. I remember when I ran for office, they love their veterans down there. So that's good. And you guys also, if any of you are in Josephine County or Jackson County, share this down there so people down there can see it as well, okay? That's what we need to do, is get the word out. So anything else you need to tell them before we go?
So there's been no updates from the VA. No word from the Ron Wyden's VA constituent guy. I guess the only update is the two surgeons that were that the VA wanted to do the surgery have both wrote recommendations to the board, VA, the communicator, whoever that is, that they don't want to do it. They want Dr. Shi to do it because he's more experienced, and he's already established with me. They're not established yet. They have denied the second request for community care. They haven't told me that. This was coming from a third party, someone that's keeping tabs on the case inside. They don't work on it. They're not a part of it. They just want me to get the care. However, community care hasn't officially told me anything.
So the VA hasn't contacted you at all?
They never do. You either don't hear from them for months and months, or you get a letter or a phone call from Tri-West, which would be the insurance company that they contact for outside care. And then like, hey, you got care. All right, go get some care.
So have you heard from DeFazio's office yet?
Just the very broad release of information, and we wanted clarification, and we haven't got that yet.
And Ron Wyden's office, you said that they haven't done much?
They inquired on the first denial, and I haven't heard if they're working on the second one or are following it or what's going on.
What about Greg Walden? He's not ours here, but he's down in the southern part of the state. So here's the
Not
thing,
that I-
guys.
not that I know of.
You guys could help him by doing that. Write our two senators. Jeff Merkley, have you contacted him?
Merkley, yeah, he contacted back. We sent the release of information, and I'm not sure where that's at right now.
Okay, so you could contact Jeff Merkley's office, Ron Wyden's office, Peter DeFazio's office, Greg Walden's office. I can't think of the others. Any congressional people from our area. The state of Oregon, Veterans Affairs, and get people on this because. Yeah, Karen, we know. That's my sister. She says the problem with the VA is widespread. When we did this with Brandon and me the other day, 2 weeks ago, we had so many people come on and say, "Oh my God, this is going on with me too." I mean, you've kind of opened a can of worms that they're probably pretty scared about.
I hope we did, and I want to. I don't want to make like a relief to the issues and the pressure in the VA. I want to actually fix the issue of accountability, and that's the one that I've had an issue.
Yeah, and let me clarify this for him. So when he came on the show with me a few weeks ago, his whole mission was to make the VA do the right thing so that other people don't have to go through what he's going through. In that conversation, we convinced him that he needs to be somewhat selfish and take care of this young man who weighs 109 pounds when he should be weighing like 165, and take care of himself so he's strong, and then go fight and make it better for other people. So his heart was to help other people first. My selfishness was to get this guy the help he needs, and then we'll go after the VA. So it was just my fatherly advice.
I'll take it.
Brandon, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
I'm excited for you.
And thanks for helping. I mean,
dude.
And all the people that have been helping, I've been overwhelmed. I haven't been really able to figure out how to even go through and put words to thank or find the words. It's been very difficult. There's so many of you. Either families sending just like support and pictures of their family to the email. People with contacts and really good information have led us down some really good leads. And the networks just keep growing, so that's why there's going to be the website, and good people continue to be good.
You don't have to thank us, because we should be thanking you and all the other veterans that you represent that haven't been treated. The best thing that could come out of this, minus your, obviously you getting your treatment that you need, would be that, buffing him up. It would be that the VA has to change. Yeah. Because you're not the first person, you're just one of many, it appears. So that's a great thing. Brandon, dude, I am so glad to be your friend, man. This is fun. So we'll have him back in a few weeks, you guys. We got to keep this thing in the media so people see it, and put the pressure on those congressional types. Send those, just send, and don't be mean. Just be nice. Write kind letters saying we want you to do something about this.
Be tactful.
And if you write in and say negative things, they're not going to listen. I won't listen to you. If I get a negative email, screw you, it's gone. But you write in and give some facts and information that you think this should change in a kind way. People might listen, and that's what we need, is people to listen. So thank you, Rick. Brandon's mom will send you your favorite cookies. I'll take them, Mom. All right, so I'm going to let you go, but I want to go get a picture of you in front of the car wash, even though it's raining, okay? All right, guys, so go to the website, go find that, and we love this guy. We'll take care of him, okay? Yeah, see you later, guys. Share this on your page. That's an important thing you can do, because other people need to see this, okay? There, I think I've guilted you enough. And we want to be sure and thank the Coburg Car Wash, because without Jim, Renee, and the gang here, we could not do stuff like this, because they sponsor this, and they love to do things like this, especially for people like Brandon.
And the car is squeaky clean.
Yeah, Jennifer, we cleaned the car. Everything looks nice. All right, we'll see you later, guys.